So I have a lot of life goals right now. One of them being, oh my god, it's hot in here. Hold on one second. It's like 86 degrees in Colorado Springs, and I should not be complaining because I just returned from San Antonio, Texas, and I was doing outside training. Can't exactly call it field training because that doesn't exist in the Air Force. And 100-degree weather and just sweating through my uniform. So I should not be complaining about how hot it is here. But anyway, so I have a lot of life goals going on right now, or current goals. One of them being a yoga instructor. I need to really get a grip on that and actually put a plan into place of how I'm going to complete all of the required training for that. It's about like minimum 200 training hours of yoga study hours and stuff. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. At the same time, I'm trying to finish up my prerequisites for my bachelor's in sports and health sciences. We'll talk about that a little bit more. At least for the Air Force, they have an LPN partnership with the state of Missouri, so I could test with all my skills and expertise as a 4.0 or a medic. I can test the board to become an LPM, so that's another one. Hold on. Okay, so anyway, primary focus right now is to finish up my bachelor's degrees because I'm very close. The reason why I'm so close is because basically until the time that I was able to take college courses, I have been taking college courses since I've been in the military. I have been taking college courses since I was able to. So when I found out a few years ago that I wasn't able to do the inter-service PA program, where I basically go to school paid for by the military to become a physician assistant, I was like, all right, well, what do I do now? So I stopped taking classes for a little bit, but it felt really weird not taking classes. So I decided to kind of look into my options as far as just getting a bachelor's or whatever. Now my goal has always been to be some sort of provider. It used to be, after I get out, I retire from the military, I was going to continue pursuing the physician assistant lifestyle. But I think now, since if I do become an LPM and test the board and get my certification, I think it would make more sense if I just pursue the path of nurse practitioner. So that kind of gets to the point of like, what kind of bachelor's program should I get into? And my options as far as my schooling was either I could do healthcare administration or healthcare information or sports and health sciences. I don't really care for healthcare administration, information, and stuff like that. And I felt like it wouldn't be a lot for me, especially if I want to actually physically take care of people as a provider. I felt that sports and health sciences would be a little bit better. So that's the reason I'm there. That's the reason why I'm taking that course or that avenue. And at work, I decided to kind of write down like what I need left. So right now, as far as like major requirements, I just need to take physics, which I kind of cringe at. I hate chemistry. I barely got through that. And when it got to the physics part, I was just like, this is such a struggle. And I was basically taking that course with a smile. So I still have to do physics 1. Thank goodness I don't have to do physics 2. Still have to do exercise physiology. I tried doing that last year, but then I dropped out because I was just like, there's just too much stuff going on. And then I also had to do sports psychology and exercise programming and testing. In addition to that, I need to take 6 additional courses that are kind of relevant to my degree. So out of the list that they gave me, I was thinking about doing current issues and trend in fitness and wellness, which I have that lined up to take in August. And then eventually I'm going to do wellness, health promotion and disease prevention, epidemiology, training conditioning, sports medicine, biomechanics. There was a couple other courses that I was interested in taking because I'm like, oh, that would make sense, especially if I'm trying to become a provider, but I was like, why am I doing extra? It's not like it's going to be like counted towards anything else in my degree. And of course, the last thing is the capstone event, which is the senior seminar in sports and health science. I didn't exactly read the whole description, like what that entails, but I will have to do that. Oh, and I also forgot that in addition to the major requirements, I also have to take sports first aid and safety. So the reason why I don't have it at the top with the major requirements was because the original major requirement was removed. It was no longer offered through American Military University. But after talking to an advisor, they said, oh, well, this course can be replaced with this. So that's what I'm going to do. So looking at this, I have, 5, 11, 12. So I have 12 more courses left, which I think I can get it done pretty quickly, especially with most of these are like 8-week courses. And what I've been doing is I've been kind of alternating it. So I started my current class, which is training and exercise, or training and conditioning. I started this month, and then next month, August 7th, I'm going to be taking current issues and trends in fitness and wellness. So I'm kind of like double dipping in a way, but that's what I've been kind of doing. And since the military, I believe for tuition assistant every fiscal year currently, we get $4,500 into a to cover the cost and materials of things. So, I'm thinking if these are relatively easy degrees, I kind of called it like a degree. Ironic that it's called a Bachelor's of Science, so it's also abbreviated as a BS. I was thinking of like also double dipping maybe in September. So at the start of September, I would end up taking like basically 3 courses, 2 starting in September, 1 of them finishing up from August. That's because I want to get closer to my goal. I'm so close, and it doesn't make sense to stop from now. So yeah. Why am I sharing this with you? Because I thought it was interesting, and I'm also trying to keep accountability of myself. I feel like if I speak it to existence to relatively unknown people, I feel like this would be more of motivation than telling my friends. I think I tell my friends all these things like, yeah, I'm gonna make a podcast, I want to be a yoga instructor, I want to do this, and this, and this, and this, and like they do give me like positive reinforcement and stuff like that, but I don't know, I just kind of like fall off, and I'm like, meh, it didn't work for me. So maybe telling my hopes and dreams to a bunch of strangers on the interwebs, it might be a little bit different. But anyway, so yeah, that's kind of my desires right now. Current goal is to finish up, get those 12 last classes done for my bachelor's, get that done, and then see what else goes from there. I'm also going to eventually I'll talk about the yoga instructor after I figured out my plan. I figured I could make like a video of like, this is what I'm going to do, and this is how it's going to be for accountability purposes. So, short video. Yeah. I gotta go pick up my kid, and it's still pretty humid here, and I'm sweating, and I have to pee. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.